and Boaster first faced each other back in 2020, and they're still here 5 years later, fighting for a chance to playoffs and fighting for a chance.
Look right across the map and depositing one player to every lane.
It's a knife landing here as well, straight onto Alpha's position. It's NAVI are now accelerating towards B.
Yeah, reaction made, crashes now noted, but Boaster holding on to Hookah, only momentarily. Still the advantage towards NAVI at the moment.
Oh, and great pressure from Kayak. Through the TP in support of Crashies, now this double up looks to be potent. Ruxic traded out 1-for-1. It's a situation. Yeah, the spike's out in the open. Kayak's pinged it. He's given the information back to the rest of his team, and they should expect Alexic to be making his way over from the A site.
Needs to be careful of both players coming out of Hookah. Won't be able to get the engagement that he wants, but NAVI will get the pistol that they want.
2023. And two of those maps, the only ones currently in the active pool, are both Find and Ascent to start off this veto. And sure, there are a lot of differences from the last time we saw them play it.
That attack wall as well. How much space is buying? Crashes.
Oh.
Tries to take a timing through it, doesn't work out, but Chronicle still not cleared.
Yeah, poses an empty threat with the classical, so you would think! Chronicle! 3 huge kills, but still, it sits on the shoulders of Boaster to close. Knows where Ruxic is, but that outlaw will best him.
Next round, there's still a chance to force a couple of rifles here from NAVI.
And in terms of how NAVI are playing these defaults, it is
pressure towards here. Spike slowly making its way.
You're expecting the showstopper as well.
Ah, but it's been taken offline, and Alpha as well gets a kill. It's still even though, in terms of the player count, that Spike can go down. Having to retake with an op is not ideal. The good thing is those crashes almost has a full build, but clearing Xiao in the corner is a problem. Still, with this Viper's put up, you think that NAVI have the advantage. But just seen a Ruxic, and now it has to be the young man who's been good for a clutch before. It'll be Kayak instead.
And Alexic both investing. This was such a nice use of the drone there. The suppression from Alpha. Ruxic getting caught on the edge of the pit is horrendous.
It's not even that though, it's the fact that the cloak comes out and that's how...
Ult being in play does make you wonder, is there some kind of a set piece they've got cooked up? But it's all looking a little reactive here. NAVI making the first move towards A.
It's opposite number. And that one's done magic work. It's played it, and it's a brilliant play. He's down to 1 HP though, so he's put on notice. And Fnatic trying to get into support. Now Alexic stuck at backside. Himself taken out.
In the audience today.
And in the server.
Quite right. This was very well played from Kron. Here.
The KO's here at least.
Yeah, and 2 suppressed, so NAVI should begin to scale now.
Yeah, but it's whether they clear Kron in this corner. They now know the ult command committed, and it's Alexic actually that gets the real difference maker. They can easily pick up Angel if needed, and that's exactly what's going to happen. There's only 2 players for Fnatic left. It's Crashies. Well, actually, it's just Kayak, and he's going to opt to save that op, which could push NAVI even further ahead. Most importantly, the showstopper, but I guess Fnatic have theirs as well.
And it was also a great trade on the opening. Short hero waiting to see if he can return it.
This would be big if Hero can win out the engagement. Does on the first, but does he know about the second? He must have heard the sets. Doesn't quite capitalise though. And now Kayak at the same time tries to respond with his showstopper.
He's able to connect. Kron in the corner, we've seen this before.
Yes, we have, and he's still not clear. Does the players come out? Fnatic demolish them. And a Spike lost in no man's land. Time so low. NAVI need to get a move on very quickly. Yep. It's going to have to just come down to engagements. They're not going to be able to get that Spike down!
And even from the 2-on-2, NAVI have their hero. Well guarded from Hero here. Kron forced to back up. Even playing from the corner. Getting all that he needed and then some. Well, Fnatic just can't hang on. Face. Stalemate trade of information. Alexic still trying to fight the front line here with Chronicle cornered. He's looking to cut him out, and it's a brilliantly played maneuver from Alexic. Another first blood. Has to walk with an air of caution. Angel on the other side throws his knife to the corner and reveals the long side of the push, but it's Hookah he needs to be concerned of. The peak slightly betrays him, but Boaster takes the timing and there's no one else to show face. Crashies has been caught in the corner. Kayak the same, but clutching it out. Shao getting one back, and that's...
How do you even get round with the time pressure as well?
Ruxic didn't have to do too much there, but wanted to stop the players pushing back up. It's between Hero and Shao now to stop Fnatic recovering things. Time is so low, it's going to come down to the fights again. And it's Shao to save them once more. I think NAVI now have taken both pistols and both have begun with the check collecting confidence.
Nice!
Shao wrapping it up, and Fade was his most played Ancient, but seen a lot of Sova as of late.
Of course, the player's just walking into this judge. Yeah, it's as easy as that.
Wait, could this be the...
Seems to be the case. Alpha's going to walk straight into him. And here it is! Second shotgun ace
that we've seen in VCT this year. And it's zone flawless to boot. And with the round kept so clean, I mean, he still had 150 HP after killing 4 players. In fact, nobody took any damage. He's playing for the flick, at least he was. Knew where the fade was because of the Prowler, but it's the left side which he gambles on and
start to make their move onto the A site.
Boaster calling a slow round, but it worked out for them in the... And NAVI forced all the way back. The gaps filled by the salvos. Man advantage for Fnatic in post.
Oh, really nice clear through Lamps right now. A little bit of delay, but it's Alexic who's managed to find Crashies.
Fnatic yet to lose a post plant on this map so far. But this might be one of the best opportunities NAVI get. The stun slightly missing, Shao sidestepping, but Fnatic finding the jewels. And with that, Hero is the last player left up against his former club. And it looks like his number is up. Alpha has it as Fnatic. A royal flush. It's just Chronicles Viper's Pit which is missing on this round. And in terms of showing any kind of strat book, it's just a 3-player face on Showers to start. They'll be without his services here as Fnatic are creating a short pressure again as they have executed.
This time he's moved even further towards B long, and as Fnatic just moved their way in towards the A site. Kayak making that space, and well, Angel holding on towards Showers. Ruxic tries to get a bit cheeky, moving into his...
a very interesting position that he's taken up. Looks like they are just going to double down and commit to the site itself, though, which means that the rotation time is that little bit longer for Hero, and it shouldn't even be considered at this point. Chronicle catches him. It's a flawless...
For that time I was talking about. I'm confused as to what the plan was through it.
Chronicle is a signpost, a statement of intent, one not shown by Fnatic in recent rounds.
Oh, well, somehow Ruxic's found Kayak there. Shao maybe feeling a bit stuck. Ruxic's going for an aggressive. But he's just gone for it.
Flashback onto the angle. Does pick up the kill, but want to re-hit this part of the map as Ruxic is going to use the From the Shadows into A heaven and has been revealed in the process. Cosmic Divide dropped on site. Crashies picking up the first.
Yeah, but Angel in Garden, he has a chance to catch Alpha here and does.
But the plant is going to be safely now behind the wall from Boaster. Showstopper in from Alexic. No's denied it. And with that, NAVI wiped the slate clean.
Everything that was needed is the fact that they go for this long play. And NAVI just catch them off guard twice. Sure, the first one's a spam, but sticking around too much.
Well done.
Really hard.
With no TPs either. So yeah, he has to just fight this one forwards into the empty gap, no man's land. Quite literally, as Fnatic have still not hit the site. The null command is so well timed. A nightfall of their own from NAVI. Everything invested to turn the 12th round. And only 12 seconds or less to get the spike in. Angel and Shao, the old-timer duo. Rolling back the years against Fnatic to finish it here. Deny the plant, you win the round, and Boaster can't stick it. It's Angel instead.
And once again, that question of how much utility is realistically going to be allowed even after the buy if there is rifles in play.
Fnatic in the past always been so good at this split through showers. The drone will tag Alexic, but not before he's drawn first blood. And Angel throwing himself into the flames.
To try and hold on towards Shills himself, but Hero trying to hold on towards Lamp. Nearly has his light put out.
It's brilliantly, and here is that Viper's Pit. Encircled all the way to the back of sight, and now Navi with numbers. Alpha restoring order. 2 players falling at his hands.
Spike planted.
And Alexic still trying to recover things with the op is the next to get laid waste by Alpha. Think so. And you'd be damn right.
And as he does so here, Boaster holds it down himself. And on top of that, we've got to be thinking of the constant flanks that Navi keep going for.
Looking to put the pressure on with an op TP through showers, but one less player on the B site means that Kayak on the prowl would be looking for his opener, can't collect it, but Kron, through the reveal on site by Crashies, is set up perfectly.
Approach to the retake.
You are divided!
Fnatic still just not happy to rely and be resigned to the site. They have to fight elbow and they take it. Chronicle and Crashies leaving just the pair of youngsters to try and undo what's been set against them. Hero begins it, but Alexic can't finish it. The nade drops into elbow through the vent, but out of the round he goes. Chip away at Kron, see if they can bait the molly out of his hands, but he has not bitten for it.
Yeah, remember every single time on this defense he would find a corner in which to hold, and he doesn't quite get the second. Crashies can't control it whatsoever, and Angel with the double. Navi with the pivot, and on towards the B site they go, where Fnatic stands strong, ready to go! It's Kayak! Knocks them down! CT not wanting to give the next pick to Fnatic, but Angel does, and time becomes a...
He's looking for the fight.
Yeah, here we go, there he goes, and Kayak waiting. Advantage Fnatic in overtime.
Might just have let this one slip. Brilliant defensive work from Chronicle to start, but with Angel hitting haymakers, you thought that might just be enough to send them.
Say hi to your mom right now.
Need to be careful, as once again Fnatic are just keeping up with these pace changes. In the corner is Shao. Does he get cleared?
Well, Kayak is going to be stunned and spammed by his own teammate Salvo, but it's a helpless task in the end out on site. No trade. Boaster late from showers into the 50-50. He can't collect the right corner.
Keeping up with his fragging capabilities, it's going to be the latter.
It absolutely is. Oh, a little confirmed that Crashies was there, and they'll know it now. Second check by the Horn, but not enough time or space to go with a gun in his hand.
An issue if someone just walks into his line of sight, but it's long where the majority of the push comes from, and Fnatic deals with it.
Long play reinforced. Garden Woods.
Oh, he sent it towards the side. That's an issue. And now a 1 versus 5, which he needs to clutch up. The highest challenge, and it's going to be an in-zone flawless. Fnatic once again with the advantage in OT.
Building through these rounds brilliantly. Strong start from Kayak. And Boaster just doing his job backside with the supportive util. He's one of those guys who, as you said, with the primary focus showers, that's been spotted by Shao. And the spike is starting to make its way over.
Short with Crash.
Kron not looking.
Shao towards Showers. That's a big kill from Angel, and that's more pressure on the push from Fnatic.
Yeah, that has to be the reaction. Fake TP from Ruxic on towards Showers, but Fnatic fighting the site instead. Alexic 10 toes down from the corner. He has to stave them off if Navi are to survive. A couple of kills might just be enough, but the rest must do their job.
Yeah, remember, still glass cannon up from heaven. Does Ruxic realise this?
And we've got Angel approaching late as well. Into short, so Ruxic's job. Oh, the flash has betrayed him! Just as much as we talked it up, that was the chance for Ruxic to strike. Hasn't spotted the cross from Boaster. The dagger hovering above their shoulder blades, and Fnatic will strike first in this series. 15-13, 2 rounds of OT, and these old gods are still alive. Right now, as is the spike for NAVI, but proceedings begin with the drone in main and Kayak playing in front of it.
Here that Vice setup is.
It's not only is it Angel dead first, it's both of their initiators elsewhere, so getting in past this Vice util is a torrid task. Fnatic finding a couple, Alexic dashed the wall, finally NAVI are in with their feet planted and the spike as well. Fight towards heaven, he is going to get a 1 versus 1, but the dart has revealed Hero's position, and as much as his trap will do the same, you're asking too much of the frenzy push to the corner here.
Kayak's ready to walk right out, although punished for it.
And all of the Sentinel utility is up, so Fnatic can remain resolute in positioning, but there is the flash. It's Kron that's going to nip it in the bud first, and with the spike lost, both sides on either side of this smoke.
Yeah, Na'Vi managing to break down. What was the crossfire? Alpha chasing them down, and Hero left in a 1 versus 1, which you know you could depend upon him.
Wanted to close the gap. This was a nice start from Angel. He's been good for it up until this point. Alpha also taking a timing, but command online because that's going to shut off everything from Chronicle.
And realistically, you want to use that ultimate in post.
Might even be able to catch the TP, but no, Kayak has arrived on the scene, and NAVI, it's a stunted start.
Yeah, and at the same time,
but has got the plant in now, and Fnatic still not yet taking up the option to flood. They've been stopped at the gates by Hero.
on the retake.
It's like both teams are playing from the barriers yet again. As Kayak played in by the util, forced to respect the dart on the other side, but none shown to his 4-on-3. Fnatic now favored, but time playing against them on the defense of all things. Smoke placed in their face with Shao removed from main. Things start to get a little better, but Rooksik still yet to be claimed. Time is low, there's not much of it. I don't know that Crashies has this one. It's going to go all the way down to the wire, and it's NAVI that come out on top. To support the B play.
I mean, there's going to be no tour de force anymore.
Great use of the null command to just bustle their way into B, and Alexic moving through Fnatic at pace, slicing them in half. Alpha gets 1 from the classic of all guns, and Kron back with 2. All of a sudden, there's a round to be had.
Yeah, and both players have rifles.
Oh, Rooksik's been spotted on the edge of the smoke. Not like this again. Omen v Omen. He's given up the site, but Boaster can cover the spike and work on the defuse.
Oh, he's just going to stick this.
Across the halfway point already, Rooksik holding his nerve, jumping in! And Boaster comes off it! Couldn't hold his nerve!
Think staff for Fnatic go for the timeout. And well, very quickly we'll get our answer as soon as we come out of the replays. Yeah, entirely close. I thought for a minute trying to play a little off angle. Na'Vi want him to walk into their position.
Has no TP either, but you're just waiting for that util. Cleared out, perfectly timed from Kayak. And from Feast or Famine, finally he feeds. All in the face of NAVI.
Sold out, Kron looks to finish it out. That'll be Fnatic's 3rd round, finally.
But in terms of the rounds, it's looking a lot better for Fnatic, reasons to be happy.
Lax when it comes to the mid control, Alpha pushed to the corner, Na'Vi tried to clear him out, successful in doing so, and well, Kayak has control of A main, as Na'Vi can try to push towards heaven. Is it to be advised? Certainly not! As Fnatic deal with any push coming their way, spike on the ground, and a round to be... Na'Vi left scratching their head as everything's gone wrong, and Kayak wants to make sure he knows exactly where the last remaining player is.
We're not going to see a Hero 1v3 this time. And a deep lying hold, which has brought the black and orange back into voice.
Angel needs to be Careful, put under pressure. Ruxic traded out quite evenly. Try and attempt a retake, but Angel re-investigating. The ghost not really hitting, finally it does, and it will take out Alpha.
Very committed position from him, especially with the situation. NAVI fully retaking from shore.
That is. The Arcrow's not going off, but Boaster and Kron have a crossfire which they can work with. Boaster was wondering about a retake coming, or a late flank. Instead, no, it doesn't work out. Kron's ghost certainly has been down to a 1 versus 1. Xiao solo. It would take one bullet from the captain, from the IGL, and he's dancing around with them.
Brilliant.
It's unbelievable. And he's got the round it's needed. A big clutch from Boaster.
But the clutching ability is something that he has diligently spent a lot of time on. This one, just the smoke to flood out around the corner.
Well played, Jake, well played.
So that Short can fight him from wherever.
Ooh.
About to go off with a bang. And it's Fnatic. Fireworks.
Boaster can maybe force up a rifle. That's exactly going to be the case. Fnatic's bonus round is essentially a 5 versus 5 rifle.
So the question is, who's taking contact here? You'd think it would be Angel.
You would think that, but it's not going to be the case. The paranoia goes out. At least Ruxic's able to win that initial duel.
Oh!
But Angel's fully blind, and Boaster winning out.
What was that?
Discipline and the patience from Fnatic is exemplary. The way they're able to cut noise. At the end of the day, Hero trying to take the next engagement, and it's just Boaster here.
Happy to take that late positioning. Not yet scaling into spawn. In fact, he'll TP back and force Hero to clear this, but Alpha lazily walking into the line means that Xiao punishes 10 seconds.
Yeah, Alexic now trying to hold on to backside, so we can deny the spike plan if it's to be attempted. But in the smoke, does so! I don't think there's enough time here!
There isn't! Oh, what? Wait, no, okay! Boaster didn't have it. Second time they deny a Fnatic bonus in this map.
It's a big one. Advantage regained by NAVI. Coming out of that. Damage done in the economy. Still stay in that. Still though, still late. Still Fnatic, stuck outside in main. Yeah, Kayak gets the entry, but Alexic, I mean, ready to come in through CT with the blade.
What?
He's not hit the player in front of him. It's worked out though. And Hero, well, he's trying to spam crashes. It's just not worked out. That will be double digits.
Wanted to. Pressure not created. It was a shot from the hip from Alexic. And then the first of his blades finds a target straight through smoke. The attack side op, a big exchange about to go down in middle.
Alexic wants to take that forward line. He's getting shot at and unfortunately not collected.
Position ping.
Good spot.
Alpha placing the trademark in charge. And oh, it's Kayak walking back. Only hits him for half and has no dash.
Yeah. Trying to walk out. Angel, though, actually gets the player behind Boaster. And the engagement's through mid. Do we just hit straight in towards B? Xiao ready to support Ruxic as that both teams use their intel darts, but Fnatic still taking their time trying to get out.
Ruxic looks to try and command the space. Xiao has to fill in behind. Alpha finding his first. They're in the close corner as the Xiao commits to the spam. It's a 1v1.
Needs to reload.
Versus Wonder Kid. Spike tapped, Alpha in position! And with the second shot, he snaps!
A Red Bull clutch to bring us within one.
Starboy versus the young gun who was brought in at the end of last year.
And Fnatic haven't interacted with that just yet.
Just waiting to see if Boaster was going to drop out the smoke there, but
he was going to try and take the next engagement, but waits for it to come to him instead. And that's the entry pick found.
A big loss as well. Chronicle Steel Garden looked to be set up for the B-site execute.
He's seen the gun barrel. He's waiting for the chance, the opportunity to use this paranoia. He takes it, out he goes, but can't quite get Kayak. at least keeps it somewhat in Fnatic's favour, but NAVI are sending this one back, taking the advantage with Spike down. What can Kayak really give us? Not much at all.
Where's Angel's gun?
Yeah. Where is Angel's
Where?
gun?
How's he managed that?
Hero could have bought him.
Just used the null command in the last...
Maybe this is the secret weapon.
No,
he's been cracking the...
It's the Navera. He's ready to go.
Well, it seems to be the case. Alexic is as well.
Oh.
It's he'll beat Alpha out in an up versus up duel. It seems if this execute is going to come through.
Angel throws a flash to just slow things down a little bit.
I mean, that's what he's good for, right?
Yeah, we saw the Thorns go into stairs as well to stop the flood from the defenders, so it's a bit of a stalemate. Alexic trying to fight backside, blades out, gets the burst, nails the shot. Oh, Alexic! Into the right click, claims the next, and it's the Orb to finish with a flourish. 13-10, and we will be heading to Icebox.
That we will. Alexic has been electric on Ascent, especially with that operator in hand.
Ruxic can hear heavy footfall already surging up long.
Collection of Navi players here, plus 4 on the site, ready to fight.
But it's only as long as that one-way stays up. Alexic hitting the heights immediately, and Ruxic not too far behind. This reaction from the defense has been fantastic so far, with Crashes trying to fight through, his own dart not scanning a single target. Fnatic,
he's been top of the pops, and that shot is ridiculous.
Someone who, in his first ever VCT stage interview post-game, saying the meta has changed a lot. In many ways, it has stayed almost exactly the same, and it's this regression to the Sage, which we're seeing teams find a lot of value from. Chronicle trying to start it off towards A, but using the one-way to potentially drop back and couple up with Hero, but it's Alexic instead. Still playing top gen at the time, finding the kill on B, and Ruxic doing his job, holding up the B end of the bargain. Surely not. Chronicle is down to amount of HP, which is going to go up from the heal, but that's 3 flawless rounds. 3 in-zone flawless in a row from Na'Vi. The Na'Vi faithful in the audience being rewarded for their tenacity. As Alexic, Ruxic and all the rest have done their job. I think it's important to speak about the duelists, the own high standards which they hold themselves to. But for Na'Vi, it's an absolute blessing. Hero, mid setup still not dealt with by Fnatic. A lot of the simple stuff getting overlooked at the moment.
Hey, listen, it's just as simple as that. They know Navi, if they can get this one over the line, it's going to be as easy as that. Ruxic into position, Crashes has got a time upon him, yeah, and it will be a knife to end out.
And not a single Fnatic player getting a kill on that round this year in EMEA, in the partnered era, the first to do it. But this is just...
Yeah, there's a difference between... But they just look all out of answers.
To start getting onto the positives, there are ults to spend in this round, and that will get Kayak up and running in round 7. And maybe that's just where it starts. Playing from top side, Angel does respond, returning with 1, and Ruxic still roaming around the B space, as you expect him to do.
Oh, but that's pit dropped. Fnatic should now know he's on the move.
Oh, and they managed to catch him in transition. Come up good for Fnatic finally. Alexic hears the drop into mid from Crashes, but not able to equally respond to it with the blades. But just now, he finally gets his first. Time starting to tick away, and that's where Angel needs to get on the spike. Alexic the distraction, spots the next target, but Kayak is there. And having finally met themselves with some resistance, Na'Vi's streak comes to an end.
Again, that ultimate's a big conversation point as Kayak tries the same point of entry once again. But Ruxic's just spammed out and caught Kayak dropping down. Well, it is going to end up 4 versus 4.
Chronicle still running through this defense though, up on top of his own wall with a boost in the corner, safe plant. He's stuck in the corner.
And managed to be cleared. Even if we really want to, Alpha here can use that lockdown, which he does.
Okay,
guys?
but that's just enough time for Ruxic to stick this.
Guys?
Kayak needs to get on the angle. It's Crashies instead, and he just about grabs it. Saves them right at the death. Hero should be able to follow this up, but I say should with bated breath because Alpha Year is waiting. A feel-good round for Fnatic.
Too fast here.
But this is also what you want to see from Fnatic.
Now the spike finally being attempted to go down, but Kron once again playing off his Sage wall.
Yeah, this is really nice.
Be perfect from NAVI, because how do you get by Kayak's up?
His own wall here to recontest.
Oh, okay. Somewhat worked out in NAVI's favour. That's 2 to them.
2 kills picked up. Alexic over the top. Defuse being worked on by Xiao. And NAVI getting it all done. The second layer in mid collapses with just enough time. The broadest margin was the 8-4 on map number 1, 7-5 the second, and Fnatic are going to have to settle for something similar here.
Yeah.
Fnatic are already set up for the execute, so no problem for them.
Need to be careful. Boaster getting caught on that flank in a big 1 versus 1 against Ruxic, but they don't clear Hero, and Chronicle caught out.
Second round in a row, player. Fight this one forwards towards screen.
Oh, Alexic takes his time in through Boaster's orb, and now with the spike, the good.
You should run.
Both lockdowns coming in incredibly deep that we see invested from Hero as he was hoping getting the ult in and denying some of that deep positioning.
Oh, the timing from Kayak.
Oh, what?
It seemed good, but still the trade out delay now, and Fnatic winning out the post plan.
Alpha has the first, and here's the ult to fall back on.
Well, Hunter's Fury ripping off here. Alpha Year still playing within the site. All 3 bolts gone, but that pit down. Alpha just needs to take him off the spike and done so. The pit down and crashes! Wins out the round for Fnatic and brings it within 2.
Covering their heads. They can see the darkness arriving. Fnatic have brought it back from the brink and heading out of the halftime. We do have an interview to try and...
These 2 are ready to go for another boxing round.
So much praise sung his way. Can he back it up in the server? It's not to be. Bittersweet as Chronicle will collect 2 off the back of it, and the Fnatic aggression does not falter towards A.
He doesn't give away a freebie to NAVI, instead Crashies does.
And ships in the night, heading Snowman. 2 Na'Vi players backed up, now Alpha's position revealed, and the Sharks encircle him, trying to get one. He's managed to do it somehow.
On the spike.
And it's a 2v1 with Alexic required to be the hero again. No updraft, no dash. It's hack and slash against the wall, and he can't get it in time.
Having to fight back from it, Kron. Lovely shots.
One enemy.
Now start to wonder that by the time we reach that first rifle round, Fnatic's bonus.
The guy made Lego, bro. Let's go.
Now, it's Crashies trying to stake his own claim. Hero lost.
That NAVI have made their way on towards site before that spike plant attempted, and Alexic still looking for more.
Shot's not quite landing on the first bullet. Hunter's Fury to try and dig him out from position as he remains entrenched. Alexic mowing his way forwards, but met with resistance.
Yeah, a little bit of delay, trying to work out in NAVI's favour, but Ruxic's so low, NAVI need to hold on.
Still aggressive in, now stacked against them, and Alpha online with the lockdown. Would there be enough time to invest it? Fnatic thinking better of the situation. The dash across cuts off. Alexic, the lifeblood, the support is gone. As Na'Vi's heartbeat is starting to flatline. Kayak adding another clutch.
With that, we will be getting 7 rounds in a row so far for Fnatic. NAVI look to try and put a stop to it. The odds are that you would expect NAVI don't have the capabilities to do it in this round, but there's always a chance.
Their direction a little bit. Ruxic's been spotted. They are caught.
literally denying information anymore. Angel trying to look for more, and Navi finding it. That spike can go down comfortably.
Still has the wall, but Crashies needs to clear close. He's gonna catch Alexic. Now that is a problem, Pet.
There is the dart, but with that lockdown being invested,
They will not lose the round when they need it so desperately. Still time to play with. Crashies searching with this dart and gets the timing on the first, but still the Pit remains resolute and his chances are gone.
it gets worse and worse. Navi get better in this round at least.
Just as we sifted out of game there,
Yeah.
I think here this is literally the first time we see a couple of gunfights go in their favor and they have time to set up a post plant.
Well played,
Yeah.
boys, well played.
I'd have to agree, but the only thing is, Alpha here is here, and he also has the lockdown to delay.
Oh, head spotted by Kron through the gap under the stairs. Navi packed up in this round. Still 2 players towards B though. Chance for the spike to go in, but Shao wants that advantage, something which Navi were without on a lot of rounds.
I mean, this next engagement even more important. Alpha wins it.
Alpha headshot onto Alexic, but still in play. Res available for Shao to try and find, but there's no one that he can really look to pick up on their feet. No new lease of life. Fnatic are the ones remade. The drone from Crashies now as well. Fnatic are set up to defend a B push.
Realistically, nobody really trying to deny it. There is utility to delay, but overall, it's all about the numbers game for the defense.
Angel has a counter, but that brings him out of play. You're seeing it invested from Crashies immediately. 2 tags, not 2 kills. Further delay from Fnatic, time running out, but Navi finally get the spike in.
Yeah, the molly just missed. Ruxic though gets the equalizer.
Peeking out, Ruxic another double kill, and Angel on the arm. Kayak one of his own. Res available on both sides, but that res. And they're gonna get it. Boaster back on his feet. And in terms of that utility, an orb for them to maybe use to cover the spike plant. Into a lineup, Boaster goes. The molly coming in from the skies. But Navi have Ruxic coming in from the side. A double kill, which gives them 11.
Fury as well adds that res for Fnatic. And it might be over-eager, overzealous.
One enemy remaining.
Angel doing so much work, and by the late stage of the round, that'll stop any further plant denial. As soon as this wall drops, we're about to enter Bedlam.
And Alexic tries to take that back space, but he's been revealed, and Alpha getting that kill, but still holding on to the site. But Boaster's found a little corner in which to work with. Navi will attempt that plan. Boaster getting one more. Hyper's Pit being forced out of the Navi, forced out of the defense, but it's still not working out. Fnatic look to be the first team to grab 12. Ruxic looking for another angle, and it will net him 1, but there's 5, well, ready to close out this round and get close to closing out esports.
Even with a fairly broken buy, the execution here from Navi felt a little bit fragile, scared perhaps to step over the threshold. Out of the...
How many times though have we seen them get that spike down on A? I don't think that'll be a massive problem. And then you've got the lockdown to create more delay on site. They just need to be able to stop the flood. Alexic a little too careless there.
And only with the Marshal to try and make something happen. Chronicle closing the gap.
Oh, onto the side he goes. So the Fnatic, they're going to shut it out here. The lockdown, the only thing stopping the defense as Alexic looks to deny! No way! He pushes Fnatic off his site.
And there's going to be a detainment on Alpha here as well.
Both East boys hiding in the corner, close to the spike. It has been halved. It's all about the next engagement.
Such a bold play.
He's gone for it. The spray down! Oh! Fnatic will have it on map 3 after 24 rounds!
A gamble to fight from the corner, but that's the story of Fnatic in this series.
Yeah, it's been a fantastic day. Navi with a real performance to show what they're worth after last week, where Team Liquid essentially dominated them.
Of this team, which can claim their plaudits now, stood centre stage, as you always expect them to be in the EMEA. They have done